Alright, so guys, inside this video I continued working on my Forsaken map inside of Jujutsu Shenanigans, finally finishing the lobby. So in the last part I started working on this outside area, so inside this video I'm fully finishing it. Also please subscribe since I'm trying to hit 25,000 subscribers and me not. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and get straight into the video. So I first started by expanding the dirt platform, and then I copy and pasted this piece of stone over there so that it was kind of equal on both sides. And then I copy and pasted over some bushes and the invisible wall. Then I started building like a little path of stones outside here. And then I started building the other house, which I just copy and pasted the staircase over, and I tried using some wedge blocks, but I don't really like them that much. So yeah, then I kind of just added a little border here and made the stairs a bit smaller. And then I started copy and pasting over some logs for the actual house. And then I kind of made the door frame here. I made the door frame a bit smaller and then started building the actual door. And then I just started continuing on the walls of the house, and then I fixed up the front over here, making some planks so that I could use it as the floor of the house. And then I copy and pasted over the window right here and just made it fit. And then I went ahead and built this other wall and started building the carpet. So here I just started building like these image frames on the wall. They don't really have anything in them at all. So here I just started building the nightstand next to the bed. And then here I was just building the lamp, so I was looking inside the Forsaken lobby at it to see how it was built, and it just has a little neon block inside of it and then like the thing around it. So now I just started building the actual bed. And then I also added the back wall to the house. And then I just copy and pasted over the railing. I lined it up a bit and made it a little bit smaller. And then I just copy and pasted over the columns and one of the chairs. So here I started building like the little thing over the porch area or whatever, where there's just a little roof. And then I started building the actual roof to the house. I was pretty much just able to copy and paste everything over from the main house for this, which was actually pretty nice. And then I just finished adding the border around the house. And then I just added the invisible walls, and then I started working on the other house. So here I just started building the walls to the other house, which were a different color of wall, so I just changed that. And I made a gap to copy and paste a window over here. So I just made the house a little bit taller and fixed it up a little bit. And then I started building the wall right here because it kind of goes in a little bit, so I just started building that. And then I started building the staircase up to the entrance of the house. And then there are like these pillars right here, so I just went ahead and built one of those. And then I started building the other segment to the house, which I also just copy and pasted the same window over. So now I started building the middle of the house and the entrance, which I just copy and pasted the same door over. And then I just started kind of building the walls around it. So now I just started copy and pasting the flooring inside, and then there are these little steps up to each side of the house, so I started building those. This one's on an angle right here, and I just built 3 steps, and I made the floor go up a little bit higher. So here I just started building the actual walls to the other segment of the house. I just added another door frame and made it bigger. So yeah, this segment of the house also has a bed, so I just copy and pasted it in there. And also a nightstand, so I copy and pasted that too. Then I just went ahead and built the other wall to the house. And then I copy and pasted a chair over to go into the corner of the room with the table. So now I started building the other side of the house, which actually has a fireplace, and I just built the stairs up here. I tried to make it align with the wall as much as possible, and then I just copy and pasted over the fireplace. This fireplace is built a bit differently, so I went ahead and changed that. It kind of has like these triangles on the side. And then I just copy and pasted the carpet over and a chair. I copy and pasted the wall over to the other side since it's the exact same wall. I also added the frame here. So from here I just kind of finished up the house and added some of these paintings here. So here I just started copy and pasting the pillars over. And then I started working on the actual roof right here. And then I built this little roof inside so that you wouldn't really see the roof clipping through the walls. And then I built the other roof right here that's a bit different. And then I kind of just fixed up the logs and stuff so that they wouldn't go through the roof. And then I kind of just filled in this area. So now I was getting pretty close to finishing up the map, so I built this little gate over here or whatever, where there's the cake monster from Make a Cake or whatever being blocked off. But I can't really build it that well inside build mode, but if you guys want me to build it, I can build it in the next video. Here I kind of just try to like copy paste the bushes to make it a little bit easier for me. And I start adding some of the invisible walls. And then I copy and pasted the lantern over there. And I started building the beach area, which has a little dock, so I built that too here. I just copy and pasted over what I used for the walls. And then yeah, there's like a little ocean right here, so I built that. And then I decided to build a black wall here with like a fade effect. And then I just added the border. And I decided I should probably copy and paste this black wall around the map. And then I started building this sign right here, which has like a bunch of fan art posters on it. I decided to copy and paste a lot of the bushes because the area was pretty empty. So I just made the walls around the map a little bit taller, and then I decided to turn on good night mode and make everything work. So I just copy and pasted this light block all over the place. And I think it actually looks pretty good in the end. And I added a logic block which forces people to have good night mode on. So I made it work right here, and now everybody who goes into here is forced to have good night mode, and you can still go like on top of the map and stuff, but I think that's fun. And then I realized that I didn't make everything indestructible, so what I did is I deleted every single logic block, and then I command Z'd while I still had the map selected, and then I made it indestructible, because if I had the logic blocks it wouldn't really work and it would take way too long to deselect them all.